I've got a strike because it was my own silly fault. I was talking to Vincent. In fact, I was talking to him for about 2 hours, 10 minutes. And while I was talking to him, I had a look at the Portugal and Uruguay match. And then, unthinkingly, I shared it. And I got a strike for copyright reasons. And so that's why I have to stream on this channel. It was really, is that what they call an unforced error? Let me try and remember what Vincent and I were talking about. So Vincent and I, well, basically I'm trying to persuade Vincent to become a secular Koranist. And I was basically saying that secular Koranism would be better than Noahidism and has more divine authority, because basically the 7 Noahide laws come from the Babylonian Talmud, which is written by rabbis and doesn't claim to be from God, unlike the Torah. And what are the other reasons? Vincent, because he thinks that accelerating the process of the culture war between those who are sexually liberated and those who want to become married parents would serve his purpose. And I don't really know why he thinks this, because it's quite remote, really, the possibility of any changes happening in our lifetimes. So I'm saying, even if he became a secular Koranist, things are not going to change immediately, and therefore there's nothing to worry about. And he should support secular Koranism because if he wants the law to be more hardline on people like him, he would have to build them up to it, and secular Koranism would be part of the process, because if Islam is Judaism light, then secular Koranism is Islam light. And as for Noahidism, yes, people could argue that Noahidism is Judaism light. But why would you choose that kind of Judaism light when you have the Quran, which is your book of rules from the Abrahamic God? So if you're going to be relying on scripture to establish your theocracy, you should use the one that is the best guide of all. And I'm saying the Quran is the best available guide to humanity, and this book of rules for Noahides is still in the process of being written by rabbis. So what would be the point of that? Just go for the tried and tested, established one. After all, Muslims are the ones with the 6 theocracies in the world are Muslim. So Muslims have a proven track record in keeping Sharia in operation, and any Gentile who wants social conservatism should opt for the one with a longer running track record, as well as less draconian punishments for what are deemed to be crimes and sins. Hello, that woman who asked, are the algorithms that good, or did someone report you? I think they are that good, It's pretty instantaneous now. Why would anyone want to report me? I think there were about I think maybe 7 people at the most who were watching the stream live. So I don't think that they were necessarily unfriendly towards me. So, and why would they report me? Because was I making it hard to listen to? I mean, sound was off. So, okay, there was a bit of the Uruguay and Portugal match. I turned the sound down so everybody could still hear what Vincent and I were talking about. So I think that the algorithms are just that good, and I'm sure others have complained about that. Yes, I do have a few haters, but I don't think that, I don't think they would interrupt their entertainment just to report me. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, perhaps I saved you the trouble of listening to 2 hours of me and Vincent talking, and I'm just trying to give you a summary of it because I feel I kind of owe it to you. But yeah, I'm basically saying that secular Koranism would be better for Vincent than Noahidism, and we were talking about. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why Vincent wants people to be so hardline. I guess his plan is to get the culture war going because he's an accelerationist, and then he hopes that the sexually liberated people will crush the social conservatives, and he wants Noahidism to rear its ugly head first because he thinks it's uglier than the Muslim head or the secular Koranist head. And I was saying to him that if he became a secular Koranist, he would attract more attention to himself, and he would have more access. Well, he would have greater access to the creator of secular Koranism, i.e. me. Well, if he just talks about Noahidism, it wouldn't be, I guess, as triggering or as interesting as him being a secular Koranist. Would you agree, Amanda? I think the story would be more interesting if Vincent became a secular Koranist because, okay, I know, not many people know me or him, but at least they would think, oh, Vincent has become a secular Koranist. What's going to happen? Are he and Claire going to break up? Because, I mean, I think that would create more interest than him just promoting the hopelessness of Noahidism. I don't think Noahidism will ever take off because I think Muslims would make sure to smother it at birth. I mean, well, because it would be the competing moral system to Islam. Amanda asks, why does Vince want everyone to act on their hidden degenerate tendencies so badly, though? I think he wants to predict the future, and he wants to. Obviously, he wants his prediction to be accurate, and he wants to show that he believes his prediction, that he believes in his prediction. But I don't think his prediction is necessarily based on sound reasoning. He's just saying he prefers it to be Noahidism because social conservatism would be uglier under Noahidism, and he wants it to be as ugly as possible. So social liberals will take notice and then crush it, while secular Koranism would be, well, too mild and not that scary. But then in the stream he was also complaining that he was saying that he would rather not have to defend idolatry and blasphemy, and my answer to that was that he wouldn't really be required, it's like he'd be left in peace to go to his gay clubs and his Hindu temple if that's what he wants to. But he would also be credited with being a gay who at least acknowledges the importance of marriage and family values. I mean, not everybody not everybody will marry, and not everybody who marries will have children, and therefore even non-parents and would be able to see the importance of marriage and family values, and Dolce and Gabbana did as much when they expressed disapproval of the surrogacy transaction between Elton John and this woman who gave birth to their baby, and they expressed disapproval. They're saying, well, every child should have a normal family life, and this must mean two married parents living together in a loving relationship. And now that these people may become gay, but even gay people deserve a stable childhood. I think that was what Dolce and Gabbana was saying, and they were punished for it until they apologized. Yes, Vincent wants the executions of madness. Yes, he wants to accelerate everything. Well, I must learn to manage him, I suppose. I mean, to make the most of his impulses to promote the message of secular Koranism and invite him to secular Koranism and do my dawah to him of secular Koranism, because that's the way to go, isn't it? So thank you for listening. It's only 12 minutes, but I can't remember anything more about what we said, except that these arguments were put to him, and he couldn't really think of a better argument. I was saying people can't go from 0 to 100 miles an hour in a minute, and he has to phase it in and give them time to get used to it, and he shouldn't do the equivalent of push them into the deep end. And my way of secular Koranism would be gentler, because I would be invite them to go into the shallow end of the pool and try a few strokes, and just get used to the temperature of the water and how it feels, and hopefully there will be more survivors, and pushing people who can't even swim off into the deep end of the pool. Thank you all for listening.